Alright, so first you're going to need to download the Swift Playgrounds app from self-service. So when you go to your self-service app, you should be able to search for it, Swift. It has this little bird icon and you'll click install. So once you have it installed and you open it, your screen should look kind of similar to this. So we are going to start with Learn to Code 1. So this yellow, I'm going to click Get, and it's going to download. Once it's done downloading, you'll be able to open it. So it's going to open up and give you this little introduction on commands and some other things you're going to learn. So you're going to want to click through these, read through them. They're really short, and it kind of gets you a little introduction to coding and what it's going to be like. So you'll click through all of those and you'll end up on this issuing commands, which is your first lesson that you're going to do. So the lessons that you're going to get done for this first lesson with our Swift coding is these that are in this command section, and you'll know that it's done. Turn it off, please. So doing these first 7 or so lessons in this command section. So you'll know it's done when there is this little green check mark. So I've already done this issuing commands lesson, so it has a green check mark. All of these below it should have green check marks, and you'll turn in a picture later to show that you've completed them. So how these lessons work, it gives you a little goal. So you're going to use the Swift coding to tell Byte, this little character, to move and collect this gem. So you need to tell him what to do. So there is a little button down here that you can click to start coding, and then you'll see these 2 options at the bottom, and so you don't have to type anything. You can just click these buttons to make your code. So I need him to move forward, so I'm going to click move forward, and if I click run my code, it'll run that 1 line of code. So that move forward only is going to move him 1 of those squares. So I need him to actually move forward 3 times. So I'm going to do 3 of them, because when I click run my code, he'll start over at the beginning again. And then I'm going to do collect gem. So if I run my code again, he'll start over. And then it says, congrats, you got your first lines of code. You can go to the next page. So you'll just kind of keep going through these little lessons. You'll learn new commands along the way to tell Byte what to do. And then once you have all of these done, you are going to take a screenshot showing that they're all complete to turn in for part of your assignment on Schoology. So to take a screenshot, you're going to push the home button and the power button on your iPad at the same time. And that takes a little screenshot. If you click on it, you're able to crop it right in here. So if you want to crop it down, so it's just that part that you need, that is totally fine. You can also do this in Notability also. So I'm going to save that to my photos. Another easy way if you're struggling to do those buttons is that I've added this little home button onto my screen. So when I click that, I can do a screenshot right there too, and I'll make another little video that shows you how to add that. Since we're going to be doing a lot of screenshots, it might make it a little bit easier for you guys. Alright, so in our Schoology, when you go to that assignment that's right underneath this video, you'll see the kind of directions, the different lessons you're going to complete, and then this PDF is what you're going to need to fill out and turn in. So if I click on it, it'll open and give you a little preview, and we're going to send it to Notability. So clicking this little send to button, I'm going to scroll and find Notability. I'm going to create a new note. If you have subjects or anything, or if you have one created for a class, you can add it in there. But I'm going to import it. And then I can go to Notability. Alright, so here it is. I can open it up. And so this first part, you're going to put a photo showing that you completed all of those lessons in the command section. So I'm going to click the plus button to go to my photo library to find that screenshot that I took. So I'll just put this one in there right now, but yours would have all green check marks. You can shrink it down to fit, or you can crop and things like that. The next little section is vocab. So some of those words that you learn during these lessons, you're going to draw lines. So you can grab the pencil tool and draw lines with your finger, and whichever ones you think line up. And then a couple of reflection questions. So these you can also just use the pencil and write with your finger, but you have to make sure we can read it. So what's probably the best is using the text tool. And I can just tap where I want to text, and then I can write my answer here. I can do the same thing down here. My answer. All right, so then once you have it all done, you are going to turn it back into Schoology. So up at the top is this little send button again. And you're probably not going to see Schoology on here. So we need to click Other Apps. And I'm going to do Share Note. And find Schoology. And you're going to submit it to an assignment. So you'll see all of your different classes here. These are classes that I am a student in. So you'd find our class and then that Swift Lesson 1 assignment to click and turn in. So again, I can't get to it because I'm not a student in our class, but you would be able to find our class, find the assignment, and submit it from here.